Hi, boys and girls. Today's handwriting, we're going to do some fun sentences. I decided to pull some sight word cards from our K-12 curriculum, and we're going to use them to make sentences. I know you guys have been working on writing with Miss Boyd. We're going to actually do some with these sight words all week long, different sight words each day. So I'm going to do a few with you and then let you do a few more sentences on your own. I love when we can then illustrate our sentences too. So let's look at this example. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. And then they drew a picture of the brown fox jumping over the lazy dog. So we're going to do sentences with sight words, but we may need to add some other words to our sentence because dog isn't in my sight words or things like that. And I only picked 10 sight words to work from today. So let's get started. The ones I chose for us to work on are and, says, with, it, the, is, was, on, have, and they. So I have some cool words here. Let's mix them up or pick from these to make a sentence. I could start a sentence about something or someone, or I could start a sentence with a question. I think I'll start with they. So my first sentence, I want to start with they. Then I look at these other words. What could I do? What makes sense? They and, they says, no. They with, they it. I think it would be they have. That would make sense. They have what? What could I say for a sentence using those two words? They have a cat with them. I don't have them here as a sight word, but I know that word as another sight word that we have, so we'll try that. So let's move these out of the way. They have, and then I came up with a cat with them. So I've used 3 sight words in this sentence, and we're going to see if we can use all of our sight words in our sentences. So I love this writing paper because it shows me my top line for my capital letters, my middle line for where to put our lowercase letters, and then my bottom line for below. So I'm going to start, and when we have a word at the beginning of a sentence, what does that sentence have, or that word have to have? The very first letter has a special kind of letter. It has to be a capital. So remember to get your pencil position or grip correct. Slide down that pencil. I'm going to start with capital T for they. It looks different than the one here because I want a capital. Then I can write my H, E, Y. And I go below the line. They, then I want my finger space, and I write have. That doesn't need a capital because it's not the beginning of the sentence. They have a, my finger space again, cat. I can sound this out. K, k, cat. C, a, 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 t, t, t. Then we have our other sight word, with, my finger space in between, W, I, T, H. Now I need to go to the next line and write the word them. They have a cat with them. Well, it's the sound just like I have in they. So I'm going to start it with TH. The, E, them, M. Now, why didn't I make this a capital T? It's at the beginning of the line. That is right. It's not the first letter of my sentence. I moved the rest of my sentence to the next line, but it's not a new sentence, so it doesn't get a capital letter. Now I'm missing something at the end of my sentence that I always have to have. What is that special word called? Punctuation. Punctuation, meaning I need a period, a question mark, or an exclamation point, right? There are 3 different punctuations at the end of a sentence. So what would I put here? They have a cat with them. Am I asking a question? No, I'm not asking if they have a cat. I know they have a cat with them. Am I making a statement really excited or exclaiming something very loudly? They have a cat with them! No, I'm not. So this is a period. Great job. All right, I've used these 3 sight words. Let's go to our next sentence. I have on, was, is, it, and the, and says. I think I want to ask a question this time. Was it on the, what? Was it on the, what is another word I could end this sentence? I'm asking if something was on something. So, was it on the bed? Maybe it could be a pillow I'm asking about. Was it on the bed? So I'm going to sound out bed at the end of this sentence. But that is a question I'm asking someone. So let's write this. I start with was, and remember, we're starting a new sentence. I'm going to go to a new row, and I start my capital letter, was, finger space, it, sorry, the light is shining right there. On, finger space, the, bed, b, 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 e, d, d, bed, d. Was it on the bed? What punctuation do I need? I'm asking a question, so it needs a what? A question mark. You're right. Great job, everybody. All right, we have a few more words left. Says, is, and. I have one. We could start out with somebody like Mom. Mom says it. Oops, I don't have it. Mom says it is on the bed. and can I fit and there? Mom says it is on the bed and I want it. That doesn't make a good sentence, does it? Mom says it is on the bed. We'll leave and for another time. So, I'm going to start my sentence. New line. Capital for mom. Mom. Says. S-A-Y-S. It. I know that word. It. And it was a sight word. Is another sight word right here. On the new row, because I can't fit it on that line, but I don't need a capital. Bed. Period. Mom says it is on the bed. All right. And our last word, and. So we could say, I am big and strong. That's going to be a good word to sound out. We're going to use our word and. So I'm going to start with I, and I is always capital when it's used by itself, right? Even when it's not at the beginning of a sentence. I am big. B, I, G. I am big and strong. Straw, that's a O. Strong. It's hard to hear that N there. Strong. All right. I am big and strong. Guess what? I made that an exclamation. I said it really excited. I am big and strong. I'm going to end with an exclamation point. Woohoo! We did it! All right, guys. If you want to make more sentences on your own, you can. Or you could illustrate some of these. Maybe you could illustrate a picture of a pillow on a bed or a teddy bear on the bed or whatever it may be, because we didn't say what it is, did we? Or you could say, draw a picture of the cat with some children. All right, send this to your teacher if you do. We would love to see your writing and your pictures that you draw. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.